break up my with the wording I which use. You with maps all the secretly. Use my different computer. Swift to the protect you and get you. This change to you that you to visit those. Can you go here? Can you review picture in woodland? To the reveal creature in woodland. To catch all the strips. Which use this strength to new death. You ended up say that till you go here. This trick that will do each task, a general ring like that. This strength till new task, you can miss that those. To catch more disputes with the meta. You with maps to do new creature in woodland. This change pure new task, you pure pistados. A general replay task, descripted with do each task. With to be protect. My double clear. To do new creature in woodland. Sẽ điều chỉnh what break have my with the word điều thai. Till tôi yêu phải trở thành quốc đàn yêu thiếu Wizzrobes. Phải được với thích liệt được họ ended up sẽ là thiếu yêu đầu tiên.
Hello, Mr. Neeran here. Welcome to Hyrule Historia Cinematic Classic Ultimate. So this was the intro for the Order of the Wizzrobe. It's a long intro. I believe it was the longest intro before I remade them for version 4.7. This is Classic Ultimate, as I said, so it's the older intros. We are playing as the Order of the Wizzrobe, the mage faction led by Nostrum officially and the False Goddess Hylia unofficially. Okay, so this is an earlier setting than 4.7, so that's why Hylia is not the official leader. We have a bunch of cool scripts, but one thing, I need to exit the game because I have two edu files or export disk unit files. One is like the classic version used to be, and I believe this is that one, where giants are very weak, so you can like kill them very easily with ranged units, and even with infantry you can kill them. The other one has stats of 4.7 for the giants and heroes like Hylia, for example, which makes them really strong, so they are like one-man armies and you can still kill them with any ranged unit, but only the mages and siege engines can kill them in one shot or so. If you use like crossbowmen or archers, it will take like 1,000,000 shots before, or 1,000,000 arrows or bolts before they are killed. Same with guns, but if you use javelins, they will die more easily, especially if they are armor penetration, as that's very good against elephant units. But I think this is the version where they are nerfed, so they are not as OP, and I wanted to play with Hylia being OP, so that's why we need to exit. Same with the Twilight. I don't want the... I tried in the past, like 3 years ago, I tried the Twilight campaign, and because I had bad stats for the Giants, heroes like Yuna would die in a few shots by the enemy, so it was very difficult to keep the Giant heroes alive. I like having them weak when I play as a faction that do not have Giants, or when I play as a faction like Hyrule, for example, that has few, and I want to be able to just kill off any other Giant easily. But if I play a faction like the Forces of the Twilight or Order of the Wizzrobe, where they have really cool heroes that are Giants or single unit entities, then I don't want them to die in a few shots. I want them to be one-man armies like in Hyrule Historia 4.7. So that's why we need to exit. We can still check how it looks on turn 1. It's Vigaro, Order of the Wizzrobe, capital cities Vigaro, this settlement. Faction leader doesn't matter in this game. Faction leaders and heirs do not matter. In this mod, the heroes never age, so you never get new leaders because of old age, and if they die, you essentially don't get a new leader. If Zelda dies, you have the other heroes and the other generals, but none of them count as leaders in the code. But Zelda, of course, is the official leader of the Kingdom of Hyrule, and for Order of the Wizzrobe it's Nostrum, but in secret it's the False Goddess Hylia, as we saw in the intro. And in this game you cannot regicide factions because there are no factionaries and leaders. So if you take all the cities, they won't lose. I believe that there is a script that will make them lose 10 turns after losing the last city. But if you kill all their leaders or heroes, they won't lose at all. That's the main difference between this mod and other mods. We have a diplomat at start, Order of the Wizzrobe diplomat, Carrock. We have a priest, Fossil Rock, Nostrum and Holstrom, and there is a unique... Holstrom was a captain with acolytes. Okay, we have a fort with pyromancy unit. It's the same area we saw at the end of the intro. They got obliterated. It's a Hylian fort, but conquered by the Wizzrobe at the start. The game, the game starts way earlier in a way, but the fort is held by the Wizzrobe at the start. Okay, so there's a unique script for the Wizzrobe. So if you put priests next to a rebel area or an enemy area, they will convert it in 2 turns. It's pretty OP, and it doesn't work for the AI, but it works for the player. Put this on auto manage taxes only, and the AI spend policy on the middle there. We are allied to the Kingdom of Hyrule, and because this setting is earlier, we have, for example, Zelda 1 as the leader of Hyrule at start. The Order of the Wizzrobe is supposed to spawn at the AI, they spawn at about turn 105 or something like that, 150, 105. So they are a late game faction, but when you place them, they spawn at the start, of course. That's why the timeline is a bit off, because they are not supposed to be in the game in this early timeline unless you play as them. So that's why the rest of Hyrule is way earlier. It's not set at the time of when the movie ended, but the movie ended at about where it made sense. There were more cinematic material, but I used the rest for the winning cinematics and the defeat cinematics. Okay, so if you play Hyrule Lore 4.7 and play the Wizzrobe there, then it would start basically exactly where the video ended, but because we are playing Classic Ultimate, it starts like way earlier on the rule of Zelda 1 instead of Zelda 5. Zelda 5 was the girl that was that they wanted to capture at the end of the cinematic there, and they have Zelda 1 to start the campaign. So we have one ally, the Kingdom of Hyrule. We have the religion, goddess worship. We have the advent of Hylia, so you cannot join the cleansings. The rebels are an enemy, of course, as they are for everyone, same with the wild animals. Rebels are a few areas on the map. They cannot recruit any units, and they can possibly spawn units, but it probably never happens, as rebels seem to be disabled. Wild animals, they have a few starting units in 2 areas, but they cannot recruit anything, and they do not have any settlements except Dodongos Cavern, where they have Dodongos and King Dodongo himself. So both of these are very weak starting enemies, and then we have the real enemies. We have the Church of Miora, the Moblins, and the Goma. We saw that the Wizzrobes were fighting the Goma, one of the neighbors that will attack them sooner or later. We saw that they had a bad history with the Moblins. Their Hylia exterminated most of their population when she led Hyrule in the ancient times. And we know that she is not a friend of Miora in lore. She actually was supposed to fight Miora at the very end of the Hyrule Historia. So they are not friends either. Okay, so our ally Hyrule, they are allied to the Gorons, the Kiri, Dodona Province, Sheikah, Carrock, and us, and the Ukka. They are at war with the rebels, the wild animals, the Church of Miora, the Goma, and the Moblins, just like us, and they are also at war with the Stalks, the Undead, the Dark Knight Legion, and the Gerudo, Women of the Desert. Okay, we could click end turn. Forgot to build the structures, but we want to check Hylia. So that she did spawn. Okay, Hylia. Yeah, she's nerfed. She isn't OP as she is in the other version. I think we will exit and we'll see you in the main menu, because we need to go through the menu, check all the factions and read the description and all that. And besides that, we need Hylia to be as strong as she is in the other version, so that she doesn't get killed after 2 shots or something. We want her to be a one-man army to properly enjoy the Order of the Wizzrobe. But see you soon. Bye. Hello, Mr. Neon here. Welcome to Hyrule Historia Classic Ultimate. We are back with the Order of the Wizzrobe. I managed to fix the problem with the scripts not working, so for some reason the .cfg-file of the main Medieval 2 game, Medieval 2 Lore game, had reverted to its original state, and it had events disabled 1, which disabled all the event-based scripts of Hyrule Lore Classic Ultimate, which is like a huge amount of scripts, including the Sheikah spawns, the hero spawns for the AI, etc, etc. Any spawns that didn't have an event worked, and any spawn that did have an event didn't work. So that's why Link and others spawned, but the ones that had an event didn't. So I disabled that in the main Medieval 2.cfg file, but because it can revert at any time, because of Steam and other stuff, I believe that I also moved that line over to the mod's own cfg file, so that even if the Medieval 2 one reverts to the original one, the mod will have its own instructions, because if you don't have the line in the mod's cfg file, it will use the one from Medieval 2, and if it has reverted to disable events, then it will disable all the events of the mod. But if I add that line to the mod's own cfg file, then it will ignore the main Medieval 2 cfg file and use the mod's instructions instead. But we will need to restart the game as the Order of the Wizzrobe because we want all the scripts to work, of course. There is a welcome message that we didn't read. We did read this, and there is info on the heroes. I thought it was weird that we didn't get any welcome message for the heroes of the Order of the Wizzrobe. Let's start the game. And we will not watch the video again. It's too long, 57 minutes. We'll use the same video material from previously. I will probably upload everything I had already played. So this will be the second video where we restart everything and play it like you should have done if the scripts had worked. But we will still upload the other one because it was a perfect like let's play episode where I spoke the entire time and played well. The problem is that, and showed off features. The only problem was that Sheikah didn't spawn on turn 3 and other heroes for the AI didn't spawn if they were connected to events, and a lot of events like the Twilight Civil War and the Force of the Twilight and other stuff didn't happen. So yeah, it was like playing a broken version without realizing it was broken in the beginning. Had fun playing it, but we need to restart. As we see, now it works. We get the welcome message on turn 1. The Order of the Wizzrobe. Welcome. Welcome, Headmaster. We Wizzrobe welcome you to the inner circle and your place of power. Before you instate the will of the Order, listen to our advice. People of Hyrule have become a rather faithless lot of people. They still claim to worship, but in truth they cling to only what they think is greatness rather than what is. As such, the Wizzrobe have devised a test for the Hylians. Manifest a false goddess and have her offer them a place of power. Those faithful to the goddesses will be spared. Those that take the offer, well, will be what a surprise for you. We will leave that a surprise for you to enjoy. In the meantime, we suggest you keep a low profile, establish a church outside Hylian City, and wait for the converts to flock to your cause. Time has come to make the masses open their eyes and see the error of their ways. No longer will their sheep mentality hold true. Goddesses will be proud of your work. Do not disappoint them. Alright, so that was the welcome message, and then we have the Tuki one. We put this on auto manage taxes only, this in the middle. Capital cities Vigaro. And we have faction leader Holstrom, but he's not really a leader. He's just a captain. There are no faction leaders nor heirs in this mod. In Hyrule Historia Classic Ultimate, unlike in 4.7 where they have a traditional system of heirs and leaders. Here they don't. It's a very scripted mod. So if the scripts do not function, you lose half the fun. Because this mod was made on the cfg-file, not on the strat for most of the stuff in it. So we need to hold 40 regions to win, including Vigaro Glade and Vigaro. Vigaro is this area, our capital region, and Vigaro Glade is this area, held by the Keaton Cartel rebels at the start. We are allied to the Kingdom of Hyrule, we are at war with the rebels, the wild animals, the Church Miura, the Moblins, and the Goma. We are the Order of the Wizzrobe, we have the religion of Advent of Hylia, unique to our faction, our reputation is mixed. We cannot join the cleansings as we are not sharing the goddess worship religion. We have 1 city and 0 castles, the turn number is 1, year is -3 after Ganon. We are the Order of the Wizzrobe. We have 1 captain with some units there. Pyromancers inside of fort, 3 units of acolytes inside Vigaro. We'll build the Wizzrobe Arcane College in Vigaro, and we'll go for some generals. We will go for 1 general and 1 unit. And our priests can move one of them over there. And the other one can move over there. We have a diplomat too, we'll move it towards Hyrule. We did previously. We will end the turn. We'll still post the other one, but this is like a... we have to restart. The Gyarados, so we get all the welcome messages of the other factions on turn 2. The reason for this is because these events are not just welcome messages, they are also triggers for the heroes that spawn in the game all the way from turn 1 to turn 171. So if you do not have event messages activated for every faction, then their heroes won't spawn for the AI because they activate through the events. Without the events they will never actually spawn. So that's why we need to have these events here. We will not read them if they are not the order of the Wizzrobe. We'll just skip these. You can read them if you want info on the other factions. But otherwise you can read these when you place them. For example, when you place the King of Hyrule, you will get that particular info message or welcome message on turn 1. So you don't really need to read them now. Then we get the welcome messages for the heroes too. Brother Sage of Light, who is the Sage of Time in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the official game. You won't read about heroes that are not ours. Zelda 1, for example, is not ours. Ghosts of the Past, we'll read these events. We have received recent and disturbing news about strange sightings in the Carrock Canyon. Excavators and farmers of Oduna province have claimed to see ghostly buildings and castles fading in and out around the ruins of Ikana. Perhaps it is just an illusion of the snowy weather down south, but we should keep an eye on the area if these sightings continue. And these are messages from Oduna province to the Kingdom of Hyrule, but all the factions get them, and as they are event messages, it's interesting to read them anyway. Incompetent Empire. To the royal family of Hyrule, all around you the kingdom falters. Enemies are at your gates. Your own people display unrest. For generations we have protected the royal family, but you do them dishonor. I, Aghanim, and the Sheikah will take charge and clear up the mess you have made. Stay clear or you will be included with that mess. So now we see that the Sheikah actually do spawn as intended, and the undead Stalfos scripts are activating too. Dead rumors. There have been an alarming increase in reports of the dead walking around in the countryside. While many governments considered it a hoax at first, the absurd amount of claims that have come forth may indicate that there is some truth in the matter. We should keep a close eye on the situation. The dead are rising from their graves. It could have an unholy war on our hands. We could have an unholy war on our hands. We have some more heroes. We'll click on these. We won't read them, but we will still be careful not to click on any of the event messages or heroes of the order. These are the heroes of other factions, that's why we are not reading about them. Zabrosha discovered. The hidden lands of Zabrosha have been unearthed, while smoking volcanoes and horrid infertile ground are the main feature of this new territory. Zabrosha is loaded with bountiful metals and resources that would certainly bring superior wealth to the empire that claimed it. Currently the xenophobic natives occupy the land, so perhaps we can talk with them and convince them to share the resources. If not, exterminating the Zabrosians should not be too big of a problem for our armies. To seek out Zabrosha you must pass through the Samantha Desert in the northeast of Holodrum. So that's far away over here in the map. We are starting over there. End of turn report. Same as before, the Stalfs are the strongest faction militarily and overall in the world. On turn 2, Gorons have the largest population, Udona province has the best production, and Ukka have the best financial situation. Faction announcements, we have the traits for all the heroes. We have Goddess Hylia the Pious, also known as the False Goddess. Nostrum, the leader of the Wizzrobe, official leader. Hylia is the unofficial leader. Saya the Mage, who is Lana Valash the Mage, after her hair has turned white and after she has essentially turned evil, as far as I understand it. Carrock, the son of Nostrum, the heir of the Wizzrobe. Okay, and that's them. Unit recruited. We have a unit of acolytes. We have a building, the Wizzrobe Arcane College. Right. Now the heroes have spawned. At least Hylia and Sia have spawned. So we had to replay some stuff. Okay, and we are only holding the capital right now. So we saw previously that only certain settlements can get all the buildings. You can get the fire schooling from almost anywhere, so we won't get it. It allows us to recruit pyromancers. From the Vicar Glade area we could get acromancers, so we won't build that one either. And electric schooling we could also get from there and from other places. We need a metropolis to get the cavalry, the Lofting Cavaliers. These probably not too rare. I think the most rare are the air schooling. We'll go for the air schooling instead. But on the other hand, if we get the metropolis, we want to see cavalry, but I think we will go for this building instead. The aeromancers, they are really good. And we'll move the priest. We have the Sheikah rebels there. They defeated on the battlefield previously. We have the Kingdom of Hyrule here. The unit of 10 guards, same unit as the rogue Hylians, just with the feather on the helmet. And loyal to Hyrule. The other ones have removed the feather and turned on the kingdom. We have the Hyrulean Knights and the Hylian Infantry. Alright, the Order of the Wizzrobe. We could use map information. We are prepared to pay for it. We want the map information. We had it previously. Then we'll move towards the Sheikah. And these guys move towards the rebels here. We have more of the rogue Hylians. Hopefully we can get it before the Goma takes it. And we are constructing and recruiting. We could move our army. We can hire some mercenaries. We won't lay siege this time. She still doesn't have that name, so that's a bug with the rebel version of Haltor that I probably should fix, but we don't want to do that now. So she was bugged anyway. But the bug that caused the Sheikah not to spawn was because of the main medieval 2 cfg-file that I fixed now. So all the scripts should work, so we could properly enjoy it. We'll do what I did previously, maybe play even longer if it doesn't crash. And then we will start King of Hyrule and some others that we have started previously and restart them too. Mirror, mirror. Rebel gathered forces at the Arbeiter Grounds prison have reassembled the ancient mirror used to vanish the loopers forever. and with it, those vile criminals have returned to Hyrule. Prepare our defenses. Their armies are bound to bring their vengeance to those that cast them into the mirror. That took them to the Twilight Realm, the Force of Twilight. Recently news came to use that the interlopers entered into Hyrule. By some magic, it seems that those are in fact the descendants of the interlopers and have identified themselves as the Twilight. The nightmarish armies do not resemble anything here in Hyrule. We should engage them with extreme caution. So now we get all the events here that we didn't get previously. Royal Betrayal. It seems Aghanim's words to the Kingdom of Hyrule were no idle threat. The last Sheikah wizard has taken control of Carrock and raised the banner of the Eye of Truth. The Sheikah have come forth from the shadows and are now running things their own way. The reason I wanted everyone to spawn at the beginning of the game is because it's more fair. Otherwise, when the Sheikah and the Wizzrobes spawned in the Hyrule Historia campaign, for example, or in the original campaign that was more like the Hyrule Historia campaign, then they would do nothing because they were too weak to do anything to the ones that already were present. Faction leaders do not count, but Sia counts as faction leader here. But if you kill them, they won't lose the game. We want to convert this settlement and this settlement to priests and move the diplomat over here. We have Hylians. They can recruit the Sheikah assassins and stuff. The Sheikah are about to spawn here. See the Sheikah banner there. We have some troops there too. Okay, and on the next turn we get Link. Get acolytes too. Get 3 additional mercenary units there. And I believe we could essentially move Nostrum back. And no one else we want to send there right now. Still constructing the air schooling, recruiting. Alright, and you can click enter. We are on at least turn 11, I believe. Maybe we have played a bit longer than that. We'll see how long we'll play now, but we'll try to do the same stuff that we had already done. Then we'll jump to the Kingdom of Hyrule. We'll try to replace stuff we had done previously. They had done a lot, I mean, what I did in the latest attempt to play the campaign at least. Here I had only done the beginning part, like I believe I had an early war with, I had taken the rebel areas and then I had an early war with the Wizzrobes and conquered them. You don't need adopted generals. So River Sora invasion. Several bands of River Sora have risen from the waterways across all the land. We should keep an eye on any rivers in our territory for these feral monsters. So yeah, without the scripts working, when the events didn't work, you didn't get the Sheikah spawn. So one faction was cut. You didn't get the River Soras to spawn with their armies and heroes. You would not get their heroes. The Stalfos wouldn't spawn with their heroes, and you would only get the starting garrisons of the Stalfos, and there are others as well. So yeah, the game was pretty much ruined. You still didn't realize. Princess Ruto, Sage of Water, respawns for the Sora on turn 4. You do not want to read about her because she is a hero of the Sora. Alliance and Tatters, the Sheikah and the King of Hyrule. That always happens when they spawn. In Hyrule Historia they are supposed to spawn on turn 96. But in this campaign, the free-form campaign, they spawn in the early game like everyone else. Alliance and Tatters, Sheikah and the Uka, because the Uka picked Hyrule over the Sheikah. And Alliance and Tatters, Sheikah and the Uduna province. We have the new general and the acolytes. We have the new air schooling building. We have Virillian general. New traits. And we have Hylia's first knight Link. That's good. We see that Sheikah have spawned. Perfect. Including interloopers. Should be heroes there too. Okay, so we have Link. We can hire a unit of acolytes there, we'll do it. We have a larger force there. Can remove Carrock from that army, move him back to that area. We will send a generic general, General Virillian, and another unit of, by another unit of rogue Hylian soldiers as mercenaries. Speak to the Sheikah. We want trade rights. Didn't agree. Okay, so we got trade rights at least. Okay, and now we can go with the leather teneer. 2 turns for these guys, the aeromancers, they're pretty good actually. Go for some acolytes. Boost our numbers. We can also attack here now. We don't need Link in this battle. And we'll end the turn. They will sell out. We'll have a battle now. Vigorglade. We'll fight it again in real time. Otherwise we risk losing it. The Wizzrobes are not very good in how to resolve, unless they have Hylia leading them. So we have to fight it again in real time. We have Undead fighting Bongo the Butcher. They spawn 2 and Asrieli to Sheikah, the Asrieli the killer. Impa the killer and Asrieli. Okay. All their heroes are seen there. Custom heroes with their strat models. None of them spawned previously. I was interested in playing the Order of the Wizzrobe that I didn't realize that scripts weren't working. More River Sora spawns. The undead are upon us. Seems the rumors of the Walking Dead were true. Armies of skeletal stalfos have been confirmed to be gathering near cities, and there is no doubt that they are preparing for an attack. If you act quickly, you might be able to stop this corruption before it spreads and becomes too powerful. Regardless, this marks the dawn of a dark chapter in the history of Hyrule. Construction complete. We have a leather teneer in Vigaro. We have town report. Goma, the strongest faction now with the strongest military. Recruitment report. We have new acolytes trained. Reverse the infantry unit. Relations improved. The King of Hyrule with good relations. We have poor relations with the Moblins and the Church of Miora, 2 enemies. Order-clad, the river store on the Uduna province. Order-clad, the river store on the Kingdom of Hyrule. Order-clad, the river store on the Lissafos, and order-clad, the river store on the Ape Traps, and they spawn and attack automatically through a script. Now we know the script works, that's good. We'll build a blacksmith and 2 additional acolytes. And yeah, I think that's good enough. Now we can attack here, which we will do. We'll overwrite the old Let's Play. Yeah, the scripts weren't working. We have balance of power, armor strength ratio 1-2 in their favor. They are led by Robber Baron Halter of the Keaton Cartel, an army of Keatons. Bodyguard is the Keaton Marksman, 1 attack, 1 charge bonus, really bad attack in melee. Missile 6, a really good missile. Total defense 10, good defense, hit points 1, can hide anywhere. Effective against armor, so if you have an armored unit, it only counts for half its value. Long range missiles, good morale. And she has 2 additional units of these Keaton Marksmen. We have the Keaton Highwayman, 6 attack, 2 charge bonus, 1 hit points, 6 defense, can hide anywhere, good morale, very good stamina. And the Elite Keaton Highwayman can hide anywhere, very good stamina, and 9 attack, 2 charge bonus, 3 defense, and 1 hit points. And they have the really dangerous Keaton Saboteurs. 1 attack in melee and 1 charge bonus, so 2 total melee is really bad with the knife. But 12 missile attack is really good, especially since it's an exploding bottle. And 16 defense is really good too. Hit points 1 is normal. Abilities at a glance, can hide anywhere. Effect against armor. Armor only counts for half its value. Excellent morale. This is the most dangerous unit in their roster. And we have General Virillion of the Wizzrobe, the Order of the Wizzrobe, with 2,223 Wizzrobe troops and Hylian and Keaton mercenary troops and acolytes against an army of Keatons at their capital of Vigarglade. Let's fight the battle on the battle map. This time we have a real general that isn't an adopted general. He has actual skills in command. He has traits, general rank and such. Start deployment, and the Kazakk mod will be on. If we have the odds total against us like we had with the Goma previously in the other video, then we will allow us to lose, but we will kill as many of them as possible. But we will let them suicide in melee at the end so that we don't get the crash. The crash happens when we win against the odds, but not if it's a slight advantage, only if it's a huge advantage, especially if the enemy is way more numerous and then we still manage to win. So for example with the Wizzrobe, they have total numerical advantage but we win because of our mages. That is a clear risk for crashing in Classic Ultimate. It's better to lose the battle and not get the crash but still cause a lot of damage to the enemy. So this could be a problem with the Wizzrobe. They tend to win against the odds, which could cause crashes. Others that are very strong are less likely to cause these crashes. If they are very strong in Out Resolve, I mean, for example the Dogmat Legion would never probably crash because they are OP against anyone else in Out Resolve, but the Wizzrobe are weak in Out Resolve and then they still win in battle. That's the problem in this mod. Okay, so we'll group our troops. There will be loose formation, there will be not skirmish on, there will be one group. And then we have our infantry. All of them could be one group. I think the mercenaries should be their own group. And They will drop their rams. We don't need rams, we only need them to start the battle. We do not need them against their actual settlement. So we can just walk in. We'll start the battle. Then we'll wait on them to reposition themselves. They are already firing at us, what? We started closer this time. If that's the case, we'll have to order them to attack. These guys. They need to attack all of them. Alright. We are only interested in the ranged units. It are ranged units. Here we have more of them. Right. Ordered all the range units to attack, but now we need to send in the normal units too. The infantry. So the range units are not alone. In melee. Okay, we'll send those guys there. And those guys. So we use that unit too. And then if there is anyone inside. None inside, okay. I sent in the range units first, which could be a mistake. Okay, let's just send them against these guys. I'll send in rogue Hylians too. Because don't see why not. Maybe we should send them against the saboteurs. And that's it for now. Aurelian is a leader, but he is not the starting general, so he doesn't have any hero abilities. It's fine. It's better than the other one. He has a proper card and the proper stats. As a general. The adopted one had no card and had no proper stats, had no command points at all, no traits. Keatons are faster than the mages, so they will reach the enemy first, which is good. That's why I picked them over the acolytes, because they are faster. We wanted them to reach the enemy before the ranged units. Okay. We aren't supposed to go that close to the enemy. We'll attack the ones that are further a bit away there. Pyromancers are firing from the other side there. They're doing some good. Okay. Could send in the infantry too. They should probably be a loose formation. These guys should be loose formation too in case the saboteurs start attacking. Okay. Now they all moved in here. Send in all of those guys. Oh, they have saboteurs here. They are firing at them. The pyromancers and the aquamancers. Right. As long as they don't get any shots off, because they are really dangerous with their bottles. They manage to fire any of them into our troops. That's why the kittens are very useful in this battle. They are fast and can reach them before they get any shots off with those bottles. Using kittens against kittens is a good strategy. In Hyrule it's better to use it's better to use the Sheikah actually. Good. You can fire right straight through the house. They are winning the battle. We killed 58%, the enemy we lost 19% of our troops. What is happening over here? Our illusionists and the rogue Highland soldiers and keep highwaymen. They do not want our mages to fight in melee. Move back. The blue ones are illusionists. They are actually infantry, so they should fight in melee. Unlike the others. Just attack those guys. Right. Lose the formations, so they can send more troops into the battle, so they are not as separated. Good. The pyromancers are firing at them. Good. Pyromancers are really good when they fire. Problem is getting them to fire. The other mages, move them into. Can move in these guys as well. These guys over there. The Keatons there too. So I've lost 23% and killed 88%, 89% of the enemy. Lost 23, lost 89%. Managed to kill a lot of their troops thanks to the pyromancers. The illusionists are really cool because they float around when they walk and run, and then they can, during battle, they can randomly teleport. It's really cool. We will use the third-person mode from time to time, but only when we have known characters like Link, for example, leading the army. And we won't do it in every battle because the game is more likely to crash when you use it, so it's a risk using it. It's more likely to be stable if you do not use it, otherwise it risks crashing during the battle. The chances of a crash during a battle is almost zero if we do not use it. But it could crash after the battle if you win against the odds. If the odds are too much in the enemy favor and we still win, and if we execute the enemy. Seem to be winning battle. Most of our army is intact. Kill 100% of their army. Troops are celebrating. Yeah, heroic victory. Killed 100% of the enemy. Rebel Keaton Cartel troops. And we lost 21% of the Wizzrobe army and the mercenaries. Men deployed. General Virillian of the Order of the Wizzrobe had 2,223 Wizzrobe and mercenary troops. Lost 473. Have 1,750 remaining after the battle. We took 46 prisoners of the enemy and we killed 1,127 of them. General Halter, Baron Halter of the robber Baron Halter of the Keaton Cartel had 1,173 Keatons, lost 1,173 of their remaining. They killed 492 of our troops, took 0 prisoner. But statistics, the battle location was Vigar Glade, 6 after Ganon, and you can see that a unit of pyromancers killed 519 of the enemy. Really good. Another one killed 131. And a unit of Keaton Highwaymen killed 111. The pyromancers did the best, and another one killed 67. So the pyromancers did the best in this battle. Here we have Gorons, the Goron Berserkers, and the Rubber Guards, I believe. Smallest of things impacts the largest of manifestations, minus saying. I think I will connect the video, the intro video, to this episode, and the other one will be played without the video as a bonus. We started without any intro, so we don't have to play the same intro 2 times, or twice. Capture settlement, Vigar Glade, ruins, just walk in. And merge the troops. We'll build the Wizzrobe Arcane College. And army rats, we're real in. diplomat here. Here we have Bongo, the butcher. Sheikah spies, the Looper assassins, the Looper wizards, Kingmaker wizards, and truth bearers. The bodyguard is the Looper assassins. The Imp the killer. The bodyguard is the truth bearers. Yes, really. The unit of Sheikah spies. The bodyguard is the Sheikah monks. 3 of their heroes there. And Aghanim is inside of Carrock, most likely. Hyrule managed to recruit 1 unit there. Move the diplomat. Let's end the turn. Goma took an area next to us. Map changed. No adoptive generals. Reversora invasion. More of them are invading. In different locations in Hyrule. All different locations. Recruitment report. We have 2 units of acolytes. Basic infantry. Police Alphas are now the militarily strongest faction in the world and the overall strongest faction. The rest is the same as on turn 2. Still constructing the blacksmith. Will allow any troops recruited from Wizzrobes to have better defense than before. Gives defensive bonuses. We can get the Highland wizards now. Good with 2 of them. We get Haltor, Robber Baron. We can get the mercenaries too. She still has the keyed marksman bodyguard. We can take over this place and remove out the Wizzrobe army. Separate them. Move back to the fort, the main army. Send a few more of the acolytes to the fort. Right. I can get 3 of these. Electric schooling, fire schooling, and the water schooling. Now we can get fire schooling from other places. Let's go for the electric schooling in the Carrock Glade. Some Hylian wizards there as well. Right. Here are the Reversora army. Unit of outrunners, javelin throwers. Effective against armor, they are good against armored units. You have Phi here. The Giant, Hyrule's Giant, the Highland Giant. They have a unit of swordsman recruits, in addition to town guards, Highland crossbowmen and Highland infantry. Speak to the River Sora and ask for trade rights. They agreed. Map information. They agreed again. Good. They have their info on the map. Their capital is down here. Port of Wings. They have a huge army inside. So they spawn armies in different locations, but they usually go here. Before they had a city, they would just take a Deki city named Yugao and take Scrub city and go there. I prefer them having a more suitable area. It's their base. They also have a manhunter unit here, spearmen. Right. So we have like a criminal army here under Baron Halter, Keatons and Rogue Highlands. And then we have the Wizzrobe army. We don't want Nostrum or Carrock in the army. We'll add another unit of acolytes there. And a unit of Wizzrobe Highland Knights. Like the Goma have taken this area with their giant matriarch spider. Again. Matriarch the spider before it turned to us. I wanted it to be converted to us. We'll send this army towards Snowpeak. We will have to fight their army sooner or later. Even if we can take the area through the priest, we will still have to fight the army like previously. So send the army there. And yeah, we will end the no. Hylia could move over there. We did previously. Now we can end the turn. Goddess Hylia, the pious, the false goddess, previous ruler of Hyrule. The Goma sent to Gitta and want us to be a vassal. They are speaking to Link through Gitta. We want a ceasefire and trade rights. They agreed. Map information, good too. They agreed and we will accept, even if we have to pay them. We got the Goma on the map. In all of these areas they started with, I believe, 5 areas, and then they took Audorn from the Rogue Hylian rebels. The giant spider matriarch took it. So the River Sora and Goma on the map. The River Sora are a bit away from us. They are not an immediate problem. End of turn report. At least of us are still the strongest faction in the world. You have a blacksmith in Vigaro, the capital. You have 3 units of Highland Wizards. Recruited. Still deceased orders to Wizzrobe and Goma. You have Gitta the girl. Used to steer diplomat in this mode. But whenever she spawns on turn 76 or so, she will disappear as a diplomat. Same is true for Ligier when she spawns for the Kingdom of Hyrule, but I don't know if she spawns for the AI Kingdom of Hyrule, I don't remember. I know that the Gitta spawns for both the player and the AI, but I don't know that if Ligier spawns for the AI. I think only if you play as the Kingdom of Hyrule. I could be wrong. Let's move towards this settlement now. Our Wizzrobe army. And we will go for a grain exchange. Some acolytes. We can send our diplomat. There. Okay, can take this area from these rebels like you did the previous time. We'll build the Wizzrobe Arcane College. We'll first repair that building. I need to send a general over there. I don't really want to risk one of the known generals. I can send a link towards this army. Let's first make link the bodyguard of armored acolytes. By the way, Carrock has a bodyguard of illusionists infantry. He lacked magic. Nostrum has a bodyguard of pyromancers. He's like the pyromancer hero. And then we have Sheikah, formerly Lana Valashi from the intro. And she's a Hylian wizard's bodyguard. Hylia herself do not have a bodyguard, she's a single unit entity. The wizard to the Carrock. Leave a unit of rogue Hylian soldiers there. Hire some more mercenaries. Right. I'll end the town. Right. You don't want to. General settlement has been converted, and now we get the event messages when they are converted. We didn't get it previously. Through the efforts of our bishops, this city's population has rebelled against its government, ready to serve as acolytes for the order. 2 settlements have been converted. Relations report very poor with the Moblins and the Church of Majora. Relations improved in the Lannion province, very good. Still deceased Gorman, King of Hyrule. Recruitment report, we have new acolytes recruited. Faction report, we have the electric schooling constructed in Garglade. We have the Wizzrobe Arcane College in Malrico, and we have repaired a settlement in Malrico. The Alphas are now the militarily strongest faction in the world. The Lizalphos are the overall strongest. can get the fire schooling here. We'll do it. We get the Highland Wizard unit as well. And the area has been taken over. Perfect. We'll move the general back. And we are inside the settlement of Snow Peak. But before we stay there, I think we will have to fight this battle. I'm strangely we should 5-4 in our favor. We have the Rogue Highlands. Save the game before the battle. We have a 5-4 advantage. So our general is Hylia's first knight Link, the Order of the Wizzrobe, in 2045 Wizzrobe and Acolytes. And Captain Velik is the enemy Sheikah captain. 1351 Rogue Highland soldiers. Let's start the battle. They were expelled from the castle of Snow Peak, so we didn't have to actually siege the castle. Instead we could just fight them on the battlefield. And now we have Link in the battle. I think we had that in the battle of Garglade previously, but we never looked at him. Now we do. And I fight Will on his bodyguard. So Link has this bodyguard, armored acolytes, the acolytes of Hyrule Historia 4.7. They are more armored than the older ones. Link looked like, yeah, we did take a look at Link, I believe. He doesn't have his moustache in the service of the Wizzrobe. He's younger. In Hyrule's faction he has the moustache and he's slightly older. And he has the floating shrews too. He can float like a Wizzrobe general. All the generals can, if they are in the Wizzrobe faction, except Hylia, who has her own unique animations. It's a single unit entity. Would be cool to control Link, as we never control him as a general of the Order of the Wizzrobe when he has this animation. I believe I did control him in 2023 and I added him to the Order of the Wizzrobe, but he had a normal animation back then. So I never actually controlled him after I gave the Wizzrobe generals that animation. Okay, so we have a lot of infantry. Lots of infantry units. Then we have the ranged units. Maybe loose formation, no skirmish on, and no skirmish mode on, and fire at will. These troops could be AI controlled. Link. I don't think we need to use him. The army can fight without him, essentially. We'll start the battle. And we will just let them attack. We have his special ability, Goddess Blessing. Your soldiers will no longer fatigue for the rest of the battle. We'll use it, can only be used once per battle. We had way more acolytes this time. Focused more on acolytes in the early game to get an army faster. They are cheap and easy to recruit. We needed numbers. Or you could probably win alone. But we'll get aid from the ranged units if the enemy gets too close. The ranged units. Otherwise they will fight alone. They have the numerical advantage anyway. The town guards of the Highlands are just slightly better than the acolytes. They have armor, so they have better armor than the acolytes. And their spears might be better. Acolytes have swords too. I think they were slightly weaker. We also had a unit of illusionists in the battle. Of our troops killed, 25% of the enemy killed, but we had numerical advantage, so that's why we don't need the ranged units. They were half an army, we had an entire army. Our ranged units only made up like 7 units, the hero ones 8 units are not fighting currently. 8 out of 20, so that means 12 units against their 10 or so. So we have a clear advantage in numbers, even if the range units and Link are not fighting. The illusionists are actually pretty good. Oh, we had a unit of these guys. No, it's an officer. It's an officer of the illusionists. Lost 17%, killed 52%, 58% actually, so wrong, it was 57, 60% killed, 17% lost. They are already breaking. That's good. Kill their captain, Captain Valak, Sheikah captain, the rebel army. We have won the battle, we have killed 64%, we'll continue the battle. We had no Keatons to ram them down. Maybe we should have had one Keaton or so that we could run down the enemies at the end of battles. But what about that? Here I divided the armies so that Halton leads the criminal army and the others lead the Wizzrobe army. Really like that they float around when they move. Looks cool. Let's fast forward. Sucks that we didn't have any Keatons. Right, we won the battle. Lost 18%, killed 67. It's really nice to play a mod that they regard as pretty much finished. So yeah, really nice. We will start the other campaigns too. We start all the campaigns I had already started in the past. I hadn't started a Wizzrobe campaign, but I really wanted to play the Wizzrobe. I had wanted that for a while, so the others will be restarted. Udona province we have one started already, but it's using the different like cfg file where the guys are not monsters, so we'll use that one with some of the factions and this one with some of the others. Like I don't care if Fee is not a monster when playing as Hyrule. We can have her weaker and have an easy time killing enemy monsters, giants. Then with Hylia, of course, we wanted her to be powerful, like in the cinematic. Same with the Twilight heroes. There are many. It sucks when they die too early. Alright, 98% killed. Could exit now, but 99 we can just wait to 100 at this point. Okay, so we killed 74%, the rest managed to flee or were taken prisoner. We lost 15%. Hylia's first night Link had 2046 Wizzrobe and Acolyte troops and lost 307 in the battle. Have 1738 remaining out of battle. Enemies killed 738 and took 262 prisoner of the enemy. Captain Velek, the Sheikah captain leading the rogue Hylian soldiers, had 1351 rogue Hylian soldiers, lost 1000, 351 remaining that were either taken prisoner or fled the battlefield, and they killed 361 and took 0 prisoner. Battlefield took place at the Peak province, area of Storm Peak, the castle, formerly of Hyrule. An old Sheikah castle used to belong to Hyrule in the past. It was abandoned and held by a bunch of rebel rogue Hylian soldiers led by a Sheikah captain. Hylia's first night Link, Acolytes killed 63 and 60, they were pretty decent here. Another Acolyte unit killed 104, another 118. Acolytes did the best in this battle. The Illusionist killed 78. They did better than some of the Acolytes. The Acolytes were the most effective unit here. Here we have King Moblin of the Moblins, subspecies of the Moblin. They consist of many different species, like the Moblins, the Big Blins, the Bullblins, the Mini-Blins, etc. Okay, beware the needle that all carry in their hand, Sheikah proverb. This is a light cavalry unit, the only one that the Moblins have. The Bulblin riders, or bow riders. Man of the hour, Hylia's first night Link. Okay. What happened now? Traits. This man is a proven leader in battle and would make a fine addition to the royal family. Would you like to adopt him into the nobility? Consider him as a son. Budding bureaucrat, stone-faced, honest, courageable, aspiring commander, very loyal, religious-minded, Hylian, individual of the people, inspiring presence. The problem is that you're not supposed to have leaders or a royal family, so I don't know. Man of the hour will say yes anyway. Okay. He has the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield and the General rank. So Sia Kansas faction leader for some reason. Which is weird. And Link Kansas family member. That's bad, because if they die, we might actually lose the campaign. It shouldn't happen, but I don't know if that's the case. In this faction's case. So have no money. Move the rest into Snow Peak. Have 2 slots. Could use a unit of Ketons. Could hunt down enemies after victories. Should keep behind the army and only use at the end to hunt them down. We do not have any cavalry until the late game with the Order of the Wizzrobe. Alright. So we need to use fast units like the Ketons if you want to hunt down fleeing enemies. We won't be able to hunt down any cavalry until we are in the late game. Okay, so send a unit of mages too. A mage, a diplomat can go down here. We'll end the turn. I would like a spy, so we could send more than one spy. We could make the map visible. Omar are actually quite strong at the start of the game. No adopted family members. End of turn report. Stalfos are now the militarily strongest faction. The Lithopus are the overall strongest faction. New faction är Hylia's first knight Link. Not that I want heirs at all. That means we might actually have a regicide if we lose both Sia and Link. We are not supposed to lose Link, but anyway. The Goma and the Ukka have hostility cease. Treatment report, we have an acolyte at Vigaro and Hylian Wizards at Maldorika. Grain exchange at Vigaro. Move this guy down here. Didn't reach Dodona. They're further away. Hire some more mercenaries here. Alright. More at these guys. And add the Keaton. Everyone can move to Snow Peak. And this army could move this army towards Dodongos cavern. So we do not necessarily want to fight the Goma now that we have peace with the Goma this time around. Can move Hylia too. We still have a rebel held area here, we want to attack it with Hylia. Have the Stalfos Necromancer outside. What about our priest? They enter the settlement, I see. So with the script working, they enter the settlement after converting. Move the priest out. I got the... Did I get the area now? No, I got this area instead for some reason. That was bad. I should have expected that. It happened the last time too. Then we'll move Carrock over there, like we did previously. We don't have any money for troops. Okay. Then we just end the turn. I'm a bit worried we will go bankrupt now. We might have fucked up the economy. Unlike the previous time that I bought too much and didn't focus on economical buildings. And we will have to disband some of the mercenaries, unfortunately. We have too many, they are quite costly, the mercenaries. Cost a lot of upkeep, some of them anyway. The ones that are HD, they have a high upkeep. We still earn some money, but not much. Not enough to build any structure. We want to save some money so we can build structures. Construction report, new buildings. Okay, same as before when it comes to the report. Move Carrock over there. Can build some trails there. They will increase the economy. Okay, and our hero Hylia will attack this area, Malcarico. Actually did previously. We just walk in. We earn very little money here. Repair the building that got destroyed. Alright. And the Hero of Time Link could move towards the Dodongos cavern. And priest can move down here. Also move towards a lodge like we did previously. We'll end the turn. Right. Move. Put the priest down. And move down towards the Duna here. Another Duna here, their capital. We have Mayor Bow, leader, bodyguard of Goat Lords. I believe this picture is updated. Might actually restore the old mount, the classic version. Looks very different. Trade rights. And map information. They agreed. Perfect. They are allied to the Kingdom of Hyrule. Uduna on the map, they are one of the largest factions at the start of the campaign. The best protection because of all the territory they hold. We have a Lisselfoss unit, but we cannot speak to a general more than once, nor do they bite the Saint, their leader. The bodyguard of Kazakk Songsayers. Leave M to X, the tool is allowed level 2 to bypass this limit so that you can speak to them multiple times during the same turn. As long as you can reach them the same turn, they can move them to the war games, but it doesn't work here. So I'm using an old computer with from 2013, 2012 actually, most of the stuff is from 2012. The graphics card is from 2013, but the SSD drives are from 2023 and we're the best quality of 2023, the highest rated. Anyway, we cannot speak to her this turn. That was the leader of the Lisselfoss faction. We now divide. Go in the general there. Go Highland Wizard unit towards Malcarico. Build that building too, so you can start recruiting troops there. Get the pyromancers here. I'll move this priest down towards a lodge. Every year, they book a diplomat. See that important enough that most money loanings will list the Carrock's Fair Council. Hylian Priestess. Alright. Here we have the rebel-held territory, the wild animals, Dodongos Cavern, held by King Dodongo. If you kill him, he will respawn for the Gorons, no matter who kills him. It's the same type of script as with Haltor. When he's killed, he respawns for the Gorons. Gorons can already recruit the Dodongos, steer cavalry. You have 2 cavalry units. You don't really need rams except to start the battle. To prepare for that battle, take the Dodongos Cavern in the next turn. Let's see. We don't want to risk the hero. We do want to send the reinforcements here. And they don't need a ram. Okay, and Hylia. Can't move out yet. We'll let's see. We'll end the turn. We are on turn 11 now. We are almost on turn 12. Did take a lot previously thanks to the priests. I believe we didn't have any other areas. We had fought the Goma a bit. Instead we will try to take Dodongos Cavern. So that's an alternate timeline situation. We had peace with the Goma for now. Don't want to war with them immediately. They're very strong at the start. They might want to focus on other enemies like the Vanir province, for example, or the Gyarados or the Dark Knight Legion or the Twilight region. Settlement has been converted. Good. Was it a lodge? Yes. And Nabur started there this time too. Gyarados, the Gyarados Bodyguard. Still deceased Goma and the Gorons. Construction report. Repair a settlement in Valkyrico, and we have the Wizzrobe Arcane College in Valkyrico. And the town report, similar to before. I think we also had Xanador. If we move down there, build this building. Okay, now we can reach settlement with the Hylian Wizards. Recruit another one. And Hylia herself. Go down there. We have the Stalfos here. Moblins or Carrock, so we can't take it. At the moment. We have Hylia Marine over here. They also have swordsman recruits. We are ready to attack. Okay, we can hire acolytes, we'll do it. And feel like we want to attack Dodongos Cavern. There are two armies. There's a Husky's Remnant diplomat outside too. In this version of Small Hyrule Classic Ultimate, Hyrule War Classic Ultimate, the minor factions are not passive like in Pokemon 7. We'll save the game in case anything goes wrong. And we will have this under AI control. Command the army in battle. 434, it's because of King Dodongo. We will be able to kill him, I believe. Let's fight the battle on the battle map. But I need to take a slight pause here. I will be right back. Hello, Mr. Needon here. I'm back. Had to do some stuff. Now we can continue. We'll fight the battle of Dodongos Cavern against King Dodongo and the Dodongo rebels. Never played this battle before as the Order of the Wizzrobe, I believe. There's a Husky's Remnant diplomat outside. We'll start the battle. We're backed up by Captain Taldostrum and 617 Rogue Highlands and Keaton Cartel bandits, and we are Link, Hylia's first knight Link, and leading an army of acolytes and Wizzrobes, including a unit of Wizzrobe Hylian knights. They have the advantage 23 because of King Dodongo being a giant, but we will try this anyway. Fight the battle on the battle map. Now they are much stronger, the giants, so we need to take them out with the mages, I believe. The infantry won't be able to take them out. Start deployment. Camlet mode is on. Check our allied army. I don't know where they started, but over there, hardly saw them because of the sprites. This is the Keaton Cartel army, mercenary army essentially. We do have highwaymen and elite highwaymen and rogue Highland soldiers. I don't believe they had any of the range units except Baron Halter herself, but she's not in the battle. I left her in the Keaton Cartel capital because I felt like you didn't want two generals in the same battle, because one of them might die. The one controlled by the AI might die. Oh, we have a crossbowman unit here. Keaton marksman. It spawned together with Halter, I believe. This is the captain, the Wizzrobe captain, leading their army. We won't send them in before we have taken out King Dodongo. We can handle the normal Dodongos, but not King Dodongo. He needs to be taken out by mage, probably the pyromancers. Here are our heroes. Let's start the game. Ah, we started on the wrong side. Okay. Can drop the rams. And send in the pyromancer unit. Lose formation. Need to send in one unit against King Dodongo. Here are the actual Dodongos. King Dodongos there in the middle. Problem is if we need to move past all of those troops to get to King Dodongo. That's a problem. The game didn't crash when we won against King Dodongo in the past, then he wasn't OP. But it might actually crash if we win now, because he is so OP that might be cause that crash that happens if we win against the odds. We'll see. If that's the case, we'll just have to win against him, if we have defeated him already. Then it's cost because we made him really powerful, and the game has a hard time handling. And when weaker factions win against bigger factions, it's not a problem in other mods, it's a problem in this mod for some reason. Sending in a unit of pyromancers to assassinate King Dodongo. He will massacre the troops if I send in infantry. Need him taken out. Fast forward, it takes too long. I think there's a distinct possibility, that's good. I love the core on music, it's nice. Most of the music in the mod is great to listen to. But the core music is really catchy. Powerful. Need to kill King Dodongo. We need to also avoid these guys. I believe they have a problem killing troops in melee. So if a bug with that particular unit, they can kill them in charges but not when they stand still. We will see if we will succeed or if they will be massacred by the other Dodongos before they can kill the King Dodongo. After King Dodongo is taken out, we'll just send in the Keatons and the other mercenaries. They cost a lot of money in their upkeep, so we'll waste them first against the Dodongos. The King Dodongo is immortal essentially against the infantry. Really needed to take him out with the mage unit. Problem is reaching him. We'll see if they will kill them off in a charge or not. It's really a mercy with all these custom settlements that UndyingNephalim or Ice Cream Man did. It's they've added everywhere on the map in this version that there are no vanilla settlements anymore. Just stand there, over there. And don't use skirmish, over there. They charged. I didn't think they could attack. In previous versions they never actually attacked. Fire at these guys. What the hell happened? I started to lag when I used their attack for some reason. I will kill off the other Dodongos. Their projectile do not work very well in this settlement. Cost a lot of effect whenever they use it. Weird. Never seen that before. And I fought in this battle. I fought in this battle many times. I mean in this settlement many times. Just not with the pyromancers. They didn't kill anyone, so they are still bugged in that sense. They're charged. Like they tried to kill. Failed. Yeah, it causes slag when we use the projectile here. First time I've seen that happen. But King Dodongo can actually kill them. The Dodongos seem to have a problem with it. Here is King Dodongo himself. I need to kill King Dodongo. I killed a few. They can't kill them, but they are very bad at it for some reason. The goal was to kill King Dodongo. You can kill them in melee too, the Dodongos. They are not immortal in melee, unlike King Dodongo when using this cfg-file. Yeah, we are losing some troops. And we'll have to kill them in melee. Can be close formation too. Or many. Let's send in our Sheikah allies. They can take care of the Dodongos. We need numbers against them. We can't reach King Dodongo. But first getting through these guys. We have more troops here. King Dodongo decided to stand all the way over here. We're sending in our allies. They do have a hard time killing off our troops. We only lost very few. Probably to our own fire, maybe. Fired at our own troops, maybe. Allies arriving. Over there. Keatons are first. Highwaymen. They're faster than the rogue Hylian soldiers. Alright, so allies arriving. They will be able to handle. Ah, fuck, there's the guy we actually wanted to kill with pyromancers. He can fire a fire blast too at us. He's bloody, he might actually die anyway, but he's the guy I didn't want my Keatons to fight. In another unit. Pyromancers is the other one has gotten stuck. I don't know where they are. They're stuck over there. Not good. Totally failed the mission. Yeah, it didn't have fast forward on. So we had to change that. We can kill this guy, we will win the battle. But the thing is, we might also kill some of our own with the fire blast. The pyromancers. And they're sending in some Keatons too. Rogue Hylians. Yeah, some strikers over here too. Hylian soldiers. This is the Dodongos cavern. Kill 30% of the enemy. Keep the Highman and Rogue Hylian soldiers. There's their captain entering. Right, now they're moving back. Broken. So the Dodongos can break the troops. They lost 1%. They can break troops. They have a hard time killing them, but they can break them. It's because of the giant. He can kill troops. He's killed quite a few for Heathens. He can fire us too. Dodongos is really dangerous against melee, using the monster stats. You can also kill a lot of troops with that fire blast. Now we'll fire back. Pyromancers against the giant beast. A hit in on our troops there. We don't need to fire the wheel, just fire it with giant. Fire it. The giant. What are you doing? He's breaking our troops. More closer. Now fire at him before he leaves. Just need one hit. I don't understand how they are broken. They must have been broken by the other Dodongos. Good, finally! Take him out! We are killing our own men there. Only killed our own men. Lost 6% in the battle. Lost quite a few of the Keatons. Still have troops fighting there. He's all the way back there. Kill the troops in your path. Send in these guys again. Firing, but doesn't lag when we stand here, which is good. Dodongos can break our ally, it seems. They can break morale. They don't seem to be able to kill us. Oh, they have killed a few of the Keatons. They can kill the Keatons, it seems. Jesus, all the way over here. Did more resistance than expected. Stop our orders, but we cannot fire at them right now. This would kill too many of our own troops. Managed to break the entire army. I thought they would be able to win against those troops. Didn't realize they had that good effect on morale. With Zelda 1 I didn't have this problem because she had the hero ability that forces her troops to never rout. It seems when you don't have that hero ability that they actually do rout. You can use the hero ability of Link, so they will never fatigue the entire battle, but it's not the same thing. Okay, so they can win battles by breaking morale. Destroyed more than half of the mercenary army. To send in the Wizzrobe Hylia Knights instead of the acolytes, since I don't want to send in a unit that will break. Alright, we are trapped there. Attack them from behind, the other unit. Killed a lot of troops. Seems they can kill some troops. More difficult than I expected to win. Shouldn't have skirmish on. I just run back and forth all the time. For some reason it lags when we are inside here. We use the projectile. Kill our own guy there. lost 28%. Kill 54%. Past here. Now kill King Dodongo. Dodongo needs to be killed. Stop moving. Don't go too close to the skinks. To the other Dodongos. Kill Dodongo. Good. Missed, of course. Not all projectiles can kill giants. This one can. Good, he got smoked. Perfect. Send in the rest of the troops. Is there anyone left? Fire drill with the pyromancers. Hit them a lot there. Got many. 66% enemies taken out. We lost 3% of our troops. So it's a perfect spot to fire at them from. Now they are charging our pyromancers. They don't seem to be able to kill our pyromancers though. Where are the Wizzrobe Highland Knights? They're just outside. Let's move them in. Send in the Keatons. No, we won't. We should use our Keatons to hunt down troops. I forgot. Sending in the other infantry. Might be able to break the acolytes, I don't know. We'll see. Got all our allied troops. You want to waste the acolytes first. They are really bad. They have no chance against heavy infantry. Even worse than the town guards. Factions like the Gorons could just cut through them like butter. They have no chance. Fast forward, takes forever otherwise. The cavern. Lost way more than I thought we would. We lost 42%, killed 84%. Didn't think we would lose anyone except to the King Dodongo guy, but I didn't think that Dodongos could kill anyone. But they seem to be able to kill some, or break them, and then they can kill them when they are routing by running up to them probably. Oh, our Wizzrobe Highland Knights have reached the enemy now. Good. We are killing off the remaining ones. The Dodongos. Our acolytes have arrived over here. Acolytes. It was shocking that we lost that many of the kittens. Stop firing, Jesus Christ. Before you shoot at our own troops. Wizzrobe Highland Knights are taking out the final Dodongos here. And mages, the pyromancers took out those guys. There are a few here, fighting the acolytes. They will go down soon. 99%, lost 43%. The allies have only 108 left, they broke. because they didn't have a general. I didn't want to lose the general. We won. Clear victory. 5% losses. We restored a few. Killed 100% of the enemy. Hylia's first Night Link had 2117 men. Lost 68. 2049 remaining. We killed 349 of the enemy, took one prisoner. Captain, or imprisoned one of the Dodongos in a cage. Captain Nostrum had 617 mercenaries. Lost 865. 752 remaining. Killed only 8, so they did really poorly. Okay, but their role was to take most of the damage during the battle. King Dodongo had 358 Dodongos, lost their 1-0 remaining, killed 178 more troops. Yeah, they rode down there. They cannot kill in melee. They can kill in charges, and they can kill when our troops are routing. Then they just run up to the routing troops and they die. They can kill routing troops or take them prisoners, essentially. Which is why the Keatons got owned, because they broke and then they were owned. Highland, they couldn't break the Pyromancers, that's why they couldn't defeat them. Pyromancers killed 192, 128. Cannot see our allies' stats. We will see if it crashes now. We won against the odds after all. It's not over yet. It still crash at the end of this little dramatic. So rupees gained from looting will take the area. And army routes, Hylia's first Night Link. Okay, we'll send in one unit of rogue Highland soldiers. Move these back to the Carrock Blade. You can save the game. Worked. It didn't crash. It doesn't crash every time we have one against the odds. Send troops there. One turn. So general relodge. We are out of money. End the turn. We had with priest had taken Lowland Ranch and Hasanador as well. Could try that now too. It forced Zelda to leave Lowland Ranch. And the army that took Hasanador from the rebel Gyarados had also been forced out. And the population. With the Settlement has been converted. I go to Sanadorf. I'm inside without General. Malbura. Destroy the Jura building. Build this building. Construct this building. Or declare the Kingdom of Ikana on the Luna province. Recruitment report for new troops. Construction complete in a lodge. Right. This generated a lodge. I can get electric schooling and water schooling. We'll go for water here. Okay, electric, fire. We'll go for electric there. General Malkali, the False Goddess Hylia infantry. General of Hyrule here. CDN. The Hylian infantry False Goddess, they also have Malin, so they have hired Malin as the AI. She's a mercenary in this area. They decided to hire her. Fee. Let's see. Enter the priest into that settlement. Build this construction here in this building. Okay, and Dodongos there. Some lights could be recruited. We don't need direct lights. We rather recruit troops here. Ah, okay, we didn't have enough from them. We go for the acolytes. And the turn. Need longer ranch as well. I think Zelda must be in the King of Hyrule's capital. Hyrule Prime. Done generals here. Rower the Builder, also known as the Sage of Light in this mod. The Sage of Time. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. No general. Here we got an army. Settlement converted. Ah, the Rower and General Sorrel. No, the bodyguard Hylian infantry. Right, they have large forces here. build this construction. For the clad eller brynner stream of the Deki tribes. Unit constructed, recruited. Need to repair this building. This Herden Mage or Wizard to London branch. Get some buildings that give us money. Nah. No, we'll remove that building. I would like the Aeromancers, but they take 2 turns. Go for one of them. Diplomat. Merchant. You can get merchants from the market plaza and diplomat from the embassy. But where do we get spies? That's a question. Get Earth Reapers and Ancient Highland Trebuchets from the siege works. Nothing from the ancient ruins. Thought they had spies. Weird. Didn't find any of them. This trainer, wizards, pyromancers, acromancers, electromancers, herb schooling, geomancers, aeromancers, spy, illusion schooling. You get Hylian wizards and illusionists. Here we can get spies. Summoning schooling, you get Hylian wizards, conjurers, and the crystalline constructs. And death schooling, Hylian wizards and death wizards. I didn't have these options. Okay. The fee here. and Röra. Right, let's move the priest towards Hylia Marine. And end the turn. So in about half an hour I will need to end the video. Go and eat again. Then we are done with the first episode of the Order of the Wizzrobe campaign. So let's play. We have done 2 videos about the same length, 3 to 4 hours. But the first one was a failure because the scripts didn't work. They had to remake it, but as I spoke the entire time, both times, I will upload both. Okay, largest faction, we are the largest faction now. End of town report. Okay, construction report, we have new buildings constructed. We have Highland Wizards recruited. Oh, in Long Ranch we can get all the buildings finally. Highland Wizards, Conjurers, Crystal and Constructs, they are really cool. But we really want those spies. The illusion schooling. Should go for it in London Ranch. You can get a spy, so you can send across the map. Send Hylia into Sanadorf. Help with the public order there. And you can use the... I think we'll use the electric shooting. It's been a while. Another unit of Hylian Wizards recruited there. Electromancers were here. Pyromancers over here. Hylian Wizards over there. Pyromancers over there. Okay. And here. Go for the Highland Wizards. Have no money now. Highland Wizards to the Garglade. Actually, shouldn't have done that. Should have sent the rogue Hylian soldiers there. Send the Hylian wizards back the next time. But I don't want to keep Link here. So leave a unit of the acolytes there. Goron army here, neutral. Fire warriors, 18 attack. And 8 soldiers, I don't know if it's been in battle. 18 attack, 6 charge bonus in total they have 24 attack. 19 total defense. Hit points 2. Good morale, very good stamina, so these are really tough. The rubber guards 21 defense, better defense. 14 plus 8, but 18 attack, so worst attack. Inspires courage in nearby troops, effective against armor. Enemy armor only counts for half its value. Excellent morale, good stamina. 3 hit points, both of these are really good. Our acolytes have no chance against that. Our Wizzrobe Hylian Knights have 10 defense and 12 attacks. They are still worse, but they have hit points 3, similar to the rubber guards. Good morale and good stamina. Just end the turn. Forgot to move the agents. I think we got a new region. Looks like it. Ashenon's region on the map. It's right. Conquering Hyrule with the Fate and part of the Gerudo Desert as well. Hyrule might attack us. So we've taken most of their territory. That's fighting them. No general. End of town report. These of us are the strongest faction and the strongest military. We have new troops including Aeromancers, Hylian Wizards, Alliance announced, Ronians and Gorons. Priestess of Miora here. She's Avatar of Miora sent by Twilight faction. Let's build that building now. Construct that building. Alright, Pyromancers, Geomancers, Pyromancer, we already did that. Acolytes could be good. Hylian Mages. What about this area? Go for that building. We can start recruiting troops there too. Hylians have large forces here. It wouldn't surprise me if they would betray me. Oh, that's a huge Goron army. Including Goron miners. 16 attack, 4 charge bonus. And 2 total attack. 9 defense. 1 hit points. Effective against armor. Morale boost and fast moving. 15 attack, 4 charge bonus. 19 attack, 9 defense. 1 hit points, good stamina, fast moving. And the Goron Rams, they are really powerful. We do not have the right to move in their lands, I believe. And we need to go back. Right, now the agents, we cannot forget about them. Put them over here. Happen to listen for over there. We are close to the River Sword capital. There, put the wings. Priest can move. Move down towards Oduna. Hylia Marine. Build some trails. Alright, let's end it. Oh, General. Betrayed the Kingdom of Hyrule. That's not surprising. Got Hylia Marine. Good. And we'll construct this building. Enter it, priest. They are laying siege to Malkarika. Grid reports and new troops. New buildings. Town report. Lisselfoss are the strongest faction. The Sora have the largest population. The Lisselfoss also has the best production now. Okay, Pepper besiege London Ranch. Alderico and Malkariko. They are attacking on 3 fronts. Here they have 10 guards, Hylian infantry, coastal guards, Hylian crossbowmen, and a mounted farming archer unit. For Dona, they can get them from London Ranch and from the Donian areas. They held London Ranch at the start. Rowder is attacking over here. He has a board guard of Hyrulean Macemen. here we have an army, including swordsman recruits, 10 guards, Highland infantry. They aren't all 3 of these areas, probably this area too. Send Hylia over here. No, we won't attack that Hylia. Might be able to move out if they attack and hide their reinforces. Let's see the game. Okay, try this. Select the battle on the battle map. Here is the leader of the Listfos, not the White Queen, not the White. Suspect all. The Mayor's tendrils run deep in everyone. Cafe. Deployment. We use the Kazakk mod. Transformation. No skirmish on. We'll move them back, start the battle. Enemy armor should be here somewhere. Over there. Had the 10 guards. Highland 10 guards. Very similar to the rogue Highland soldiers. And then they had the swordsman recruits, but they are men and women. They are different. The border guard. They were led by Captain. Attack it Hylia. Right, so yeah. The only risk is if I kill my own hero with the pyromancers. We don't want that. Be one group, not fare it well. Grade 151 in a full unit. Here are pyromancers. One unit. Should be another one too. Killed almost that entire unit. They're broken. Another right there. We might win like that, Hylia. Managed to take out most of them. So Pyromancers did a great job taking them out. Didn't break, they hit one guy, right? The last unit, the Hylian infantry captain. Here's the captain with the weird helmet. Kill 91%, lost 0%. Continue up the battle. Killed Captain Valkali, the Kingdom of Hyrule. We are obliterated. Begin the cinematic. Pyromancers. Right. Hylia was on her way. She wasn't needed in the end. She could be needed against a larger army too. Alright, let's end. Clear victory, killed 529 with Pyromancer, 205 of them. One of them killed 236, the other 293. Man of the hour, Captain Aurelian. I will accept him. The general. He doesn't have any stats. Relations worsen, King of Hyrule very poor. We want to aid London Ranch. They have a huge army. unit towards Naldorico. Right. Here I think we could use fires going from the walls. Other går en arm there. We'll move back. Highland Fort. Now we will take Highland Fort. That unit down too. Oh, we have a Highland army here. Another fee. Giant hero. She's dangerous. She's very difficult to kill. Can't kill her with our mages. Otherwise, it's difficult. She's the essence of the Master Sword. She is somehow been freed from Link's sword. Okay. Let's go for the acolytes. Seems we can only get acolytes from the capital. About our diplomat. This area has been conquered by the Listflows. They have viewers of Mother of Tyrants here. Okay, try again. Send the time. They attacked Dora the Builder and General Sorrow. We have a unit of Sheikah assassins and a unit of mounted from hunters too. Sheikah assassins only available from Carrock. They held at the start or then Impa joins them, but that only happens when the player is named. Alright, let's say the game here. And I think this is a good ending. So we have conquered the rebel areas near our territory. We have we have converted a lot of the Hylian regions to the point where Hyrule felt they needed to declare war on us. We defeated their smaller force outside of Naldorico. They laid siege to the village, town, and Hylia is currently residing there. We sent troops from there to reinforce London Ranch. and the Lone Ranch is under siege by a huge army led by Roder himself, Sage the Builder, or Sage of Light in the mod, Sage of Time in the official game, and we have a 5-2 advantage. We have mages. I think we will lose. We also have Hylia's Knight Link, where it fights Fee, the essence of the Master Sword, which is Link's sword. And she has slightly over half an army, we have entire army. We need to take her out, she's very difficult to take out. If she isn't taken out, they might win, and anyway, she's immortal against normal units. It's one battle at a time. They are also laying siege to Malcarico with a smaller force under Captain Parton. I suspect we'll lose this one, it will cost them damage. This one we could win, I think, and this one is a question mark. This is our main army. Alright, but thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. We'll say it 2 times. Thank you for watching. Bye.